Dave Portnoy. What happened with Dave Portnoy? He was doing Rob. I saw a clip of his. Was he out there doing a pizza review and something happened, and then on the podcast, uh, um, one thing about Dave, he's gonna always get the eyeballs. People are always wanting to. I think that's one right there. First two,
True,
second
true.
one. Yeah, and jacket. Yeah, that's one right there. Yeah, nice jacket. Watch
Old school Terrazza, one bite, everyone knows the rules. We didn't get here the first time. Place is very cool on the inside. We got Frankie Lasagna's whole story, which almost seemed borderline not believable. Like, see, there we go.
Crazy. Whack. The person who shouted the hateful remark is a goofy. He's a goofball, a disgraceful person. He is not to be praised or to be venerated or to be extolled or to be saluted. He is a bird, a bozo, a blight. He sucks. He's moral muck. He is feces, bro. Rubbish, garbage. F him. F this dude. F this bloke. F this wanker. F this bozo, bro. He's trash, bro. It is what it is. Yeah. He's anti-Semitic. He's really anti-Semitic. The person who really is anti-Semitic is that bozo, bro. Yo, not people who have legit criticisms of the Israeli government. Not people who have not the people who have legit criticisms. Not the people who have legit criticisms of the Israeli government. This dude, he's a real anti-Semite. This bozo is a real anti-Semite. It is what it is.
Not believable. Like, see, there we go. There we go. What are you guys fucking laughing about?
It's not funny.
Exactly.
Corny, goofy.
So, here we go. One bite every night.
Pause that right there. And then what's the next one, Rob? Is that he's doing a podcast?
Yep. Here he is fighting with one of his employees.
So can you tell me who this is? Because this I don't know.
This is the unnamed. It's called the Unnamed Show.
Yeah.
And the bar.
Vinny Oshana, Vincent Oshana, comedian, commentator.
Okay. And then what's the next one, Rob? Is that he's doing a podcast?
Yep. Here he is fighting with one of his employees.
So can you tell
He
me
did
who this is?
serve in the army, bro.
It's called the Unnamed Show.
I thank
And the bar
Vincent
still
for
holds
his service once again.
Haim,
The guy on the right.
the guy on the right. And Rob, from what Rob's saying, Rob, this is a pretty popular podcast. I don't follow anything from Barstool.
Yeah, I believe he's the only Barstool employee that has like an actual background in broadcasting. He was a longtime Boston radio host. I believe he either got fired or quit a few years ago and joined Barstool. And he and Dave, every time I watch their clips, they interact great together. This is the first time I've seen this type of head-to-head
Fight.
Is this the
Clash.
Rob, this is the 4-minute
Yes.
one? So, because Rob, I'll give you some context just to see how it starts. So, there's a guest named Nick who mocked Portnoy by calling him Rabbi Dave. Trying to be funny, trying to be whatever. And
Just-
called out his hypocrisy for condemning anti-Semitic speech while pointing back to Portnoy's own past for saying way worse, which I'll get into. But this is a clip on how it kind of built up and progressed from there.
I think right now you probably don't do it. Silence everything. What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it. Because
Crazy.
that's how the world works. I agree. Go back to your question.
Censorship, crazy, silence, muzzling, silencing, meant to
Go
say
back to your question.
tyranny. It is crazy.
That was your question.
Fragility
How many deaths?
to prevent people from making jokes is really fragile. It is really weak. It is wokeness. It is wokeness. It is fragility. It is softness. Weakness. Weakness.
I don't have a bit. When does freedom of speech impinge? That was your question. Another joke about it. That's how the world works. I agree. Right now, you probably don't do it. Silence everything. What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because that's how the world works. I agree. Go back to your question. when does freedom of speech impinge?
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not mine.
religion?
That was your question.
Answer it.
How many deaths?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
Like how in America, Americans.
What's your answer? What's your answer to that question?
Now.
We're there. So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or, no, here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000% on that. You should fucking kick those people out. Of course you
I'm
should.
not talking
Yeah,
about.
he was. Dave was right. To be fair, to do what he did to the people who said hateful remarks to Jews, derogative stuff, different. Yeah. Dave doesn't have to permit real Jew haters to enter his establishment, bro. He's Jewish, Dave, bro. If somebody is really being hateful, he doesn't have to permit the person to be in his establishment, bro. It is what it is. But to say this stuff, people should not say jokes. He's bugging. He's tripping. This is fragility, bro. This is wokeness. Nah, you don't have to agree with certain jokes, but to prevent people from saying jokes in America, this is a free country. You are being censorious, tyrannical, despotic. If you say different, you are being mendacious. It is what it is.
Who does fuck the Jews in a bar?
Or, no, here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000% on that. You should fucking kick those people out. Of course you should.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about.
You want to go to jail? Like, what do you want? Like,
you are defending this guy Mick for what he said right after that happened. He's not anti-Semitic. Yes, he is. Your brain goes there.
I'm not defending Dave. What I'm
There-
saying is, you should have
There's
it on here or somebody else.
you have to support people's right to say hateful things in America, bro. This doesn't mean you support. Sorry, this doesn't mean you support the behavior or the person saying these remarks, bro. But you do support their right to say whatever they want to say. There are consequences to what you say. Yes, freedom of speech doesn't. It doesn't make you immune to consequences, but you still have the right to say whatever you wish to say, whatever you want to say. It is your discretion, your volition, your choice. But there will be consequences. Certain people will label you things, call you different things. It is what it is. Not saying this isn't me saying people should get physically abused or physically hurt for saying certain words. But consequences will befall you if you say certain things. It is what it is. There's no immunity to consequences. But you do have the right in America if you are in American citizen, you have the right to say whatever you wish to say. Period. End of discussion, bro.
Like that, and why? Fight with them because then you.
That happened. He's not
No, I'm
anti-Semitic.
not
Yes, he
defending
is.
him. No, I'm
Your
not.
brain goes there.
I'm
You
not
are
defending Dave.
anti-Semitic.
What I'm saying is, you should have her on here or somebody else like that, and why? Fight with them because then you have a conversation.
That's what this idiot wants.
Dave, see these guys wrote the thing at the bar. Fuck the Jews, right?
Yes.
You're gonna fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking? He's not.
It was a bar I owned. It was a bar I
He
owned.
should have been kicked out. So my thing
No,
is.
it's not just kicked out. Are you ignoring what's going on in the world?
No, I'm not. What do you want to do with those guys? What do you want to do with those guys for? Go to jail for 50 years?
Sir.
Fine.
I didn't say that.
Jail for 50 years. It's crazy. Violative, abusive of power.
Not care that this kid
Not at all.
is
Not at all.
Shut up. If you just want me to ignore it,
Don't tell me to shut up. Don't
shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that. Go ahead. Continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who's like, oh, big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead.
You
Continue.
little bitch. You work for me.
Sure.
You're gone. For now.
Well, is this show or not a show? Like, is it a show or not a show? We can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want.
should.
Fucking now.
Yes, I think people should be allowed
They
to
should.
make jokes.
This
So
is
how
a free
many
country. They.
Motherfucking Jews have to be killed before you
Ah,
stop.
here we go. The
Everybody, I don't think.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people?
I don't think those two.
Bro, this is wokeness. The far leftists do the same thing Dave is doing right now, bro. Yeah, bro. This is crazy, bro.
Now,
Yes, I think people should be allowed to make jokes. So how many?
This is hypocrisy, bro.
Jews have to be killed before you stop.
Everybody, I don't think.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or
He's
people?
supposed to be for,
Psychopaths, I'm with you, by the way.
to be against oversensitiveness and, he's supposed to be for logic, bro, but he's being emotional, understandably so, but, you have to be stoic, bro. You have to be chill, bro. I get it, but, chill, bro, please. Bro. Yeah. He's making it seem like Jews are the most targeted people, the most victimized people. This is craziness, bro. The far leftists do the same ish, bro. The woke trans people, the woke black people, they do the woke Latino people, the woke feminists, bro, they do the same ish, bro. They make it seem like their respective tribes are the most targeted, oppressed, this endangered, imperiled, whatever you want to say, bro. It makes zero sense, bro. This has to cease. This social malady of fragility has to be eradicated. It has to be eradicated, extirpated, because if it doesn't, then the society will collapse. Period. Point blank. End.
Is it a show or not a show? Like, is it a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay.
You're literally
The
saying
verbal
people
low,
should
the
be
low
allowed to
blows.
make Jew jokes, say whatever
They
want.
should.
Fucking now.
Yes, I think people should be allowed to make
He's
jokes.
labeling
So how many
dudes and idiots because he's saying what Dave doesn't agree with. This is emotion, emotiveness,
Is it a show or not a show? Like, is it a show or not a
fragileness,
show? We can't have a
weakness.
conversation?
You're an idiot. You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever
They
want.
should.
Fucking now.
Yes, I think people should be allowed to make jokes.
Yes,
So
yes.
how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed?
Who are
before
you, Dave,
stop?
to say,
Everybody,
bro?
I don't think.
What
Dave,
else?
he's
Where
being
else is
a
that happening
despot,
with the
bro.
religion or people?
I don't think those psychopaths. I'm with you, Buzzard. Okay, Vinny, thoughts?
Okay, well, let me, first of all, Dave, I understand. I understand where it's coming from. You can see, the stuff that's happening.
Yes,
on Harvard,
empathy,
on this
empathy.
campus in Gold.
Empathy is important. It is imperative to have real empathy, bro. I have empathy for Dave, but sympathy, no. Two different things. Sympathy is pity. Empathy is you understand where somebody is coming from. Empathy is the understanding of where somebody comes from, even if you don't agree or like the behavior or whatever. Sympathy is pity or feeling sorry for somebody who may or may not deserve the sympathy, bro. Just because you feel sorry for somebody, that doesn't automatically mean the behavior is praiseworthy or righteous or laudable just because you have empathy. That this doesn't mean the behavior somebody is doing is laudable or virtuous. You can have empathy and dislike the behavior at the same time, bro. Yeah, both things can happen simultaneously. Both things can occur simultaneously. Both things can occur simultaneously. Words. Yeah, bro. I, your boy Devo, he empathizes with Dave, but he doesn't feel sorry for Dave, bro, because he's manipulating. He's being dishonest. He's playing the victim, bro, in a disingenuous way. It is really crazy, bro. It is really crazy. Yeah, what the one bloke said to Dave was in odious. F the Jews. It was evil. It was uncondonable, inexcusable. It was unlaudable what befell Dave. But yeah, but the weaponization that Dave is doing, bro, to the bro, the divisiveness he's doing by yeah the the pushing of the narrative that Jews are the most oppressed, the most targeted. The pushing of this false narrative is really goofy, bro. It is what it is.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people?
I don't think those two
Pause right
psychopaths. I'm with you.
Pause right there. Okay, Vinny, thoughts?
Okay, well, let me first of all, I understand. I understand where he's coming from. You can see, the stuff that's happening on Harvard and all these campuses. But
Ivy
what the
League
other guy's trying to
places.
say, what was his name, Robbie?
Mendenheim?
Kurt is saying, joking, like making jokes, calling him Rabbi Dave. I'm sorry. This is why this country is the greatest country, because you have freedom of speech. And speaking of freedom of speech, Rob, can you play? This is a clip, Pat. By the way, Dave Portnoy doesn't want the jokes or anything that happened that has to do against the Jews. I'm sorry.
Soft,
This is the country where
weak,
you could say,
fragile.
to hell with the Jews, to hell with the blacks,
Yep.
to hell with
Latinos, Arabs, gays, trans people, different groups, bro, and not have worry of imprisonment or incarceration, bro. Bro, Dave, you suck for this, bro. You really do. You make the non-woke group look terrible with this fragile, emotive inability to maintain equanimity and calmness, bro. You make the non-wokes look so goofy with this, bro. It is sickening. It really is disgraceful, man. It really is disgraceful, man. It really is disgraceful all the way.
you have freedom of speech. And speaking of freedom of speech, Rob, can you play? This is a clip, Pat. By the way, Dave Portnoy doesn't want the jokes or anything that happened that has to do against the Jews. I'm sorry. This is a country where you could say, to hell with the Jews, to hell with the blacks, to hell with the Middle Easterns. You could call Middle Easterns terrorists that aren't terrorists, that are Christians. Guess what? This is where we live. We don't live in England where a Facebook post could have the cop show up to your
Korea
house,
or
okay?
China.
This is him talking about Colin Kaepernick and an Arabic people.
Dave, you lost credibility, bro. Peace.